Have you ever felt like you're living the same day over and over again, despite your best efforts to change? What if those patterns aren't just bad luck, but something far deeper? These loops don't just create discomfort, they keep you trapped, like invisible walls, blocking you from achieving your dreams and reaching your full potential. They prevent you from experiencing true joy and fulfillment, keeping you stuck in cycles of frustration. These repeating patterns aren't isolated incidents. They ripple through every aspect of your life, impacting your personal relationships, your financial situations, your health, and your overall sense of well-being. It's not just about having a bad day. It's about the consistent stagnation and lack of fulfillment that you keep experiencing. These time loops aren't some science fiction fantasy. They're a very real phenomenon, manifesting as repetitive patterns in specific areas of your life. Think about it. Do you keep attracting the same kind of relationships, where you end up with similar types of partners, or repeating the same relationship issues again and again? Do you find yourself constantly struggling financially, perhaps always in debt, or never quite able to achieve true abundance? Maybe you keep experiencing the same health issues, chronic conditions that seem to cycle back no matter how hard you try to improve. Or perhaps you find yourself in a career that leaves you feeling unfulfilled, repeating the same roles, the same routines, and the same frustrations. These aren't random occurrences. These are all telltale signs of your subconscious creating its own time loop. Your subconscious mind is like a program running in the background, constantly creating your reality based on the beliefs and emotions you've stored over time. It acts like a blueprint, ensuring that you recreate the same realities over and over again unless you decide to change the blueprint. It's a powerful system operating beneath your conscious awareness, and that is why it can be so difficult to break free from. This isn't about simply having bad luck or being a victim of circumstance. Rather, it's about the deeply ingrained beliefs and emotional responses that your subconscious perpetuates. And this is what keeps you stuck, repeating the same patterns again and again. This isn't some New Age concept. This has been known for centuries. James Allen, a profound thinker from the early 1900s, wrote extensively on how your thoughts shape your life. In his book, As a Man Thinketh, he shared powerful truths about how our inner world creates our outer reality, explaining that a man is literally what he thinks, his character being the complete sum of all his thoughts. And it's this same concept that directly relates to these time loops you might be experiencing. The key is to understand that just as your subconscious created these loops, you also have the power to reprogram it and create new, more empowering patterns. The time loop isn't permanent, it's reversible. It's a chain reaction. Your beliefs drive your emotions drive your actions, and your actions ultimately shape your reality, creating the loops that you're stuck in. The more you think and feel a certain way, the more deeply that thought is embedded into your subconscious, and the more you will recreate that reality again and again, creating the pattern that keeps you stuck. It's a cycle that feeds itself, always pulling you back to the same old patterns and the same old results. The subconscious mind has no concept of good or bad, right or wrong. It simply acts on what is programmed into it. So, if you're not just experiencing random bad luck, and if your subconscious is truly creating these loops, what's the key? How do you break free? What does it take to rewrite the script? The answer lies in a very specific technique, one that's been known for a long time, but often overlooked. And it works by targeting the subconscious directly in its most vulnerable state. It involves a very specific type of prayer that isn't like a typical prayer, and it needs to be done over a set amount of time for a very specific reason. This pattern of repetition is key, for example. Before I reveal this technique, I want to explain why it works. There's a mechanism at play that most people are completely unaware of, and understanding this mechanism is going to be crucial. Now, let's get specific. These time loops aren't all the same. They show up differently in various aspects of your life. We're going to look at how it manifests financially, in relationships, and with health. It's important to see these patterns clearly to recognize how they might be showing up in your own life. This isn't about blame or guilt, but about awareness and understanding. So let's start with the financial loop, which is one of the most common experiences. Do you find yourself constantly in debt? It's the same cycle, the same feelings of anxiety, the same month-end stress, repeating over and over. Maybe you overspend, and then you try to cut back, but somehow you end up in the same spot again. The bills pile up, the missed payments, the stress of constantly feeling financially unstable. This isn't just bad luck, it's a loop. It's a cycle of lack that keeps you trapped, no matter how hard you try. The details may change, but the feeling remains, a persistent sense of not having enough, no matter how hard you try. It's as if there's an invisible force, constantly pulling you back to the same point. This is a clear sign that something deeper is at play, and simply working harder or trying to be more disciplined won't necessarily break you free from this pattern. Then there's the relationship loop, which can be equally frustrating and heartbreaking. Do you keep attracting the same type of person into your life? The same relationship problems, the same heartbreak? Perhaps you find yourself drawn to unavailable partners, or you end up in relationships where the same conflicts arise over and over again. Maybe you find yourself in situations where your emotional needs aren't met, or you're always the one giving more than you receive. It's like watching a movie play out on repeat, with different actors but the same script. This is a sign you are stuck in a relationship time loop, where the same emotional patterns are being constantly relived. It's not about the other person, it's about the patterns you're subconsciously creating. The details will be different, the names, the faces, but the feeling is the same. A persistent cycle of disappointment and unfulfillment, and it will keep repeating until that underlying pattern is addressed. And then there's the health loop. Perhaps you're dealing with a recurring health issue. The same sickness keeps coming back, the same stress symptoms reappear. Maybe it's chronic fatigue, or persistent digestive problems, or a recurring condition that seems to have no end. The doctors may not be able to find anything physically wrong, but the symptoms persist. It's not just about a single illness, but a repetitive cycle of stress, physical exhaustion, and the same health problems that keep coming back. This too is a loop, reflecting what's happening on a subconscious level. It's as if your body is stuck in the same pattern, reacting in the same way to similar stressors or conditions. This recurring pattern often signals a deeper, underlying issue that needs to be addressed. These are just 3 examples of how these time loops manifest, but there are countless others that can appear in your life, each with its own set of unique circumstances. But remember, the underlying mechanism is always the same, a subconscious program that is running on repeat. Your subconscious mind isn't just a storage unit, it's the engine that drives your entire reality. Every belief, every emotional charge, every repeated thought, it's all being stored there, and it's what creates the loops. It's not some passive recording device, it's an active creator, continuously working to manifest what it believes to be true. It doesn't question or analyze, it simply acts. And that's why these loops can be so persistent, because they are driven by deeply embedded subconscious beliefs and patterns. Every single time you think the same thought or feel the same emotion, you're reinforcing that belief, which in turn strengthens the pattern and makes the loop that much harder to escape. It is like a powerful software program that's always running in the background, constantly shaping your reality and experiences. Your subconscious does this by taking every thought, emotion, and belief you have and solidifying it into a neural pathway, which becomes the default setting in your brain. When you think the same thoughts over and over and feel the same emotions, you're literally creating neural pathways in your brain. This hardwiring solidifies the loop, making it a default setting until you consciously choose to rewire it. Every time you repeat a thought or emotion, you're strengthening that neural pathway, making it easier for your brain to fire up that pathway, creating the pattern and the loop. This constant repetition is how the subconscious mind takes what is at first a fleeting thought or feeling and turns it into a solid belief, which dictates your actions and behaviors. These pathways become automatic, running without any conscious awareness, and ensuring that you continue to recreate the same experiences. It's like a well-worn path that your mind keeps going back to, creating a self-perpetuating cycle. And this is why breaking free requires more than just surface-level changes. It needs a direct change in the programming within the subconscious. Now here's the interesting thing. There's a state between wakefulness and sleep where your subconscious is most accessible. And it's in this state that you can begin to overwrite those limiting programs that keep you stuck in these loops. This isn't just about willpower. It's about accessing a different level of consciousness. It's about understanding that your conscious mind, the one that does all the analyzing and the judging, steps aside when you enter this specific state. It's in this moment, when you're drifting off to sleep, that your subconscious becomes wide open and most receptive to the new information you feed it, making it the ideal time to initiate change. And that means it's the ideal time to start rewiring the old beliefs with new ones. This state is often overlooked, but it's a very important key for breaking free from these persistent and repeating cycles. These beliefs become the lens through which you see the world, filtering out opportunities and shaping your actions. And because you are constantly reinforcing those beliefs, you will continue to attract the same experiences over and over again. And that's the essence of the time loop. You could be presented with a perfect opportunity, but because your subconscious doesn't believe it's possible for you, or that you're worthy of it, that opportunity will simply pass you by unnoticed. These deeply held beliefs dictate everything from the choices you make, to the actions you take, and the people and experiences you attract into your life. It's like wearing a pair of tinted glasses. You see the world not as it is, but as your subconscious believes it to be. And that's why you keep recreating the same patterns until you decide to change the prescription. This is the invisible mechanism that keeps you stuck in the loop. So if your subconscious is creating the loops, then that's also where you'll find the exit strategy. And that strategy is using targeted affirmations to reprogram those limiting beliefs. It's about consciously choosing to create new neural pathways, new belief systems, and new patterns that create a better outcome. These aren't just random positive words. They are targeted statements, structured to deliver a specific message to your subconscious. For example, using "I am" statements to claim the new reality, and by actively choosing to use language that supports your desired outcome. It's not about just wanting something, it's about declaring that it already is your reality. The power lies in the intentionality and the specific wording, which can make all the difference in the result. This targeted language is how you begin to rewrite your program and escape the loop. These affirmations need to be more than just words. They need to be infused with emotion and feeling. Words alone won't cut it. You need to feel the truth of them, imagine the reality you're creating. Feel it, see it, experience it. This emotional engagement is what supercharges the affirmation. When you combine the affirmation with a strong emotional charge, you amplify its power and impact on your subconscious. And visualization becomes a crucial tool where you imagine yourself already living the life that you desire, further solidifying the belief. The more real the vision feels, the more rapidly you will start to change your subconscious programming. It's not enough to simply say the words. It's crucial to feel them, to live them, to embody them. Remember I mentioned that state between wakefulness and sleep. That's where your subconscious is most accessible. Repeating your affirmations in that state helps them bypass your critical mind and sink directly into your subconscious. The reason this works so well is that when you're in that relaxed state, the conscious mind that's always questioning and doubting steps aside, and that allows the affirmation to sink deeper. It's like planting a seed in fertile ground. It has the ideal conditions to grow and manifest into your reality. This isn't just a random time, it's a crucial element of the technique. The state akin to sleep becomes a portal into the subconscious, allowing new beliefs to take root. Now here is the counterintuitive part. Once you've done the work of repeating the affirmations, you need to let go of the how and when. You don't chase results, you create space for them. This may seem strange, but the moment you start to desperately chase the outcome or feel that you need it, you are essentially creating a feeling of lack. This need or desperation is actually a sign that you don't believe it's possible, that you feel it's missing. And that feeling of lack only serves to reinforce that negative pattern. It's counterintuitive, but a feeling of already having what you desire is far more powerful than the need for it. By releasing your attachment to the outcome, you actually allow it to unfold naturally, without force or resistance. It's like planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. Instead, you trust the process and allow nature to take its course. Your affirmations are like seeds, and they need the same patience to grow. You need to have faith that once you've planted the seed, it's going to grow, and that worrying about when or how it's going to show up is actually counterproductive. Trusting the process means surrendering to the flow and having faith in your ability to create your desired reality. This sense of trust allows you to relax and be receptive, creating a space for manifestation to unfold. Remember, the subconscious is working behind the scenes, aligning everything to match your new beliefs, and your job is to trust and allow. You need to understand that when your actions are driven by worry, by fear, or by constant need, you're blocking what you desire. Instead, focus on actions that come from the faith that the manifestation is already on its way. The feeling of need, or the fear of not getting something, puts you into a low vibration state, which makes it harder to manifest the very thing that you're desiring. When you approach life from a place of faith, your actions become inspired, and they flow from a place of confidence and trust. This shift from fear-based action to faith-based action is a major key to breaking free from the time loop that you've been stuck in. This change needs a shift in perspective. And lastly, as you're repeating those affirmations, focus on gratitude. Be grateful for what's coming as if you already have it. This alignment accelerates the process of rewiring your subconscious and bringing the desired reality into physical form. Gratitude is the most powerful way to shift your perspective from lack to abundance, which is the key to manifesting a positive outcome. Gratitude shifts your emotional state, and that change in emotional state starts to shift your beliefs, and those beliefs are what is used to create your reality. It's like turning on a hypoid magnet, attracting more of what you're grateful for into your life. And when you are in that state of gratitude, you begin to resonate with the reality you desire, making it that much easier to manifest. So, let's take a deeper look at this affirmation technique, because it's more than just saying a few positive words. It's a structured process that, when done correctly, can powerfully reshape your subconscious beliefs. Now, let's break down exactly how to craft affirmations that work and not just sound good. It starts with structure. For example, think of your affirmations as having 3 core components: a declaration of your desired state, the release of any limiting beliefs, and the active embracing of your new reality. Let's say, for example, you're dealing with that persistent financial loop. Instead of saying, "I want to be wealthy," you could say, "I am abundant, I release the belief in scarcity, and I embrace financial freedom." Notice the difference. The first statement is a wish. The second is a declaration. The first keeps you in the wanting, and the second keeps you in the already having, which is where true power resides. Or if you're experiencing relationship loops, you could say, "I am loved, I release the belief that I am not worthy, and I embrace fulfilling and harmonious relationships." Or perhaps, if you have that repeating health issue, "I am healthy, I release the belief that my body is weak, and I embrace total well-being." Do you see how these are not just statements? They are active declarations of your new reality. This clear structure allows you to build affirmations that are specific and targeted to your unique experience, which will greatly impact the subconscious. Now, let's talk about the emotional energy that powers these affirmations. It's not enough to simply repeat the words. You need to infuse them with feeling, with emotion, with the true belief that they are already your reality. Think about it. When was the last time you felt an intense emotion, something that moved you deeply? What did that feel like? That's the level of feeling that needs to be present when you say these affirmations, and it's what amplifies their power. Don't just say, "I am abundant." Feel the abundance. Imagine what it would be like to be free of financial worry, to have all your needs met with ease. See it as vividly as possible, the crispness of the bills, the freedom of not needing to worry, the feeling of security. Feel the emotions associated with that reality as if you're living it right now, and that creates an internal shift. Or imagine what it feels like to be loved completely. Feel the warmth of that connection, the joy of that experience, the freedom of that connection. It is not enough to just want it, you must allow yourself to feel it. When you combine this powerful feeling with your affirmations, you are supercharging them and accelerating your transformation. Use all your senses. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What does it feel like? Make your visualization as real as possible and use every sensory detail to bring your affirmations to life. And when do you do this? It's not random. The timing matters. You see, the ideal moment for this practice is when you're in that state akin to sleep, right before you drift off to sleep. Your mind is in a relaxed and receptive state. Your conscious mind has stepped aside, and your subconscious is wide open, like fertile ground, ready to receive new seeds of belief. This isn't about just going through the motions. It's about deliberately creating the right conditions for transformation. When you're in that relaxed space, the affirmations don't have to fight against the limitations of your conscious mind. The doubts, the questions, the fears, all of that steps aside, and it allows the affirmation to sink directly into your subconscious. So before you go to sleep, find a quiet space, a place where you can be alone with your thoughts. Take a few deep breaths, let go of the day, and feel yourself relax into the present moment. This is your sanctuary for transformation. As you drift into that state between wakefulness and sleep, begin to repeat your affirmations, feeling them with every part of your being. This is where the magic happens, and this is how you start to rewrite the software of your subconscious. And make this a ritual, not a random act. Every night you create this space, and every night you repeat the affirmations, and every night they take root and grow stronger. This consistent repetition is what makes all the difference. And speaking of consistency, this isn't a one-night thing. To truly reprogram your subconscious, you must commit to this practice for a set period of time, and the number 21 is significant. For 21 nights, you commit to doing this, not missing a single night, and every night that you do this, you are actively rewiring your neural pathways, reinforcing your new beliefs, and breaking down the old ones. This isn't about instant gratification. This is about consistent effort, showing up every single day, which then creates a transformation that compounds and grows over time. It's like planting a seed. You don't expect to see a tree the next day. You trust that, over time, with consistent watering and care, that seed will grow, and that is the same principle that is needed here. This is about making a conscious choice, choosing to stick with the practice, even when you don't see immediate results, because the real transformation is happening beneath the surface. It's happening within your subconscious, and it's only a matter of time before those internal shifts manifest into your external reality. Consistency is your greatest ally, and the 21-night time frame is not arbitrary. It's the time needed to carve new pathways in your mind. Now, here's where the counterintuitive part comes in. Once you've repeated your affirmations, you have to let go of the outcome. This is not about giving up, but rather surrendering to the process, releasing the need for the result to show up in the specific way you envision it, or within the time frame you desire. Needing something creates energetic resistance. It's like trying to force a door open that's designed to be opened gently. When you are attached to the outcome, you are essentially sending out a message of lack. You're saying, "I don't have this, and I need it, and I want it." And that need is actually what blocks the manifestation, because it reinforces the belief that you don't have it, keeping you stuck in that loop. Remember, your subconscious works on belief, not on need. It's the feeling of already having it that truly makes the difference. This step is crucial because when you're constantly chasing the result, you are also constantly reinforcing the very lack that you're trying to eliminate, keeping you stuck in the loop. Letting go is not passive. It's a powerful act of faith. So how do you let go? You trust. You trust that your subconscious is working behind the scenes. You trust that the universe is aligning with your new beliefs, and you trust the timing of it all. It's not about having blind faith. It's about knowing that you have done your part, you've planted the seed, and now you must allow it to grow. And that doesn't require constant monitoring or control. Instead, see it like this. You plant a seed in the ground, you water it, you give it sunlight, and then you trust that nature is going to do its job. You don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. In the same way, once you repeat your affirmations, you need to trust that your subconscious mind is working behind the scenes, aligning everything to match your new beliefs. This is not just hope. It's knowing that you have set a process in motion and that it's only a matter of time before that internal transformation manifests into your external reality. This faith is the key, and it's this trust in the unseen process that allows manifestation to unfold without resistance. So you have to trust, you have to allow, you have to release. And there is a difference between actions that are driven by faith and actions that are driven by fear. When your actions are driven by a sense of need, when you're chasing, when you're worrying, when you're obsessing over how, and when it's all going to happen, you're coming from a place of fear and lack, and that energy is what blocks manifestation. Fear-based action creates energetic resistance. It's like trying to drive with the brakes on. It's an indication that you don't believe it's coming or that you're not worthy of it. This, in turn, creates a self-perpetuating cycle that keeps you stuck in the loop. But when you act from a place of faith, when your actions are inspired, when you are excited about the possibilities, you create energetic alignment. This doesn't mean you don't take action. It means your actions come from a place of confidence and trust, rather than from fear and desperation. Think of it like this. Fear-based action is like trying to force something to happen, while faith-based action is like flowing with the current, knowing that you are being supported by an unseen force. So, focus on acting with excitement, with inspiration, and with an unwavering belief that you are already on your way to your desired outcome. And that shift makes all the difference. And finally, gratitude. The more grateful you are for what is coming, the faster it manifests. This isn't just about being thankful for what you already have. It's about feeling grateful for what is on its way. When you are grateful for the manifestation, as if it's already a part of your experience, you accelerate the process. It's a shift in perspective that moves you from a place of lack to a place of abundance, and that energy then draws in more positive experiences. When you focus on what you do have, you attract more of it. When you focus on what you don't have, you attract more lack. It's a simple principle that changes everything. Start to be grateful for everything that is coming, the opportunities, the blessings, the positive shifts that are aligning for you, and watch how that expands. Make it a practice to feel gratitude daily, and you will shift your emotional state, which in turn shifts your beliefs, which is what ultimately creates your reality. Now, as your subconscious starts to shift, you'll begin to notice subtle internal changes. You'll start to feel a sense of peace, a feeling of confidence, an inner knowing that you're on the right track. Challenges might seem less daunting, worries might start to fade, and you might find that your overall mood is lighter and more optimistic. This isn't a dramatic change, it's a gentle shift, and these inner experiences are your guide to the fact that your programming is changing. You may find that anxiety starts to diminish, replaced by a sense of calm, or that self-doubt gives way to self-assurance, or that you feel a greater sense of clarity about your purpose and your direction. These subtle changes are significant, and they signal that you are moving in the right direction. They're not the external manifestations, they're indicators that your internal world is starting to align with your new beliefs, and the external is about to follow. Pay attention to these internal shifts, because they are the proof that the work is having an impact. And then, you'll start to notice small synchronicities and unexpected opportunities start to appear in your life. It might be a chance encounter with someone who can help you, or a sudden idea that sparks a breakthrough, or a situation that appears out of nowhere. These seemingly random events are actually signs that the universe is now aligning to match your new internal programming. These aren't coincidences, they're ripples created by the shifts in your subconscious. As your inner world changes, your outer world will mirror those changes, and these opportunities will align with your affirmations. They will appear to be coincidences, but they are, in fact, a sign that the external reality is now catching up with the internal reality you've been cultivating. So, stay open and pay attention to the subtle cues and to the opportunities that are now starting to show up. They're a sign that your transformation is well underway and that the external world is now beginning to bend to meet you. And remember, growth is often invisible before it becomes visible. Like a seedling breaking through the earth, you don't always see the change happening at first, and often the most important changes happen under the surface. It's tempting to get discouraged if you don't see immediate results, but the most powerful work is actually happening behind the scenes in your subconscious, where your beliefs are shifting. So, focus on the internal work, knowing that external results are a direct reflection of your internal state. Have patience, and know that consistent effort and a strong, unwavering belief will eventually lead to external manifestations. And then the day will come where you start to see the visible changes in your life, and they will feel like magic, but they are simply the results of the invisible work you did within. This is where the real transformation happens, patiently, quietly, and powerfully. And lastly, patience. You must commit to this process, knowing that it takes time to reprogram deeply ingrained beliefs. You cannot expect overnight results, and that's why it's important to be patient with yourself and trust the process. This isn't about quick fixes, it's about sustained change and about consistently moving in the direction of your desired reality. It's about understanding that you are planting new seeds and they need time to grow, and that it requires consistency and effort. There may be moments where you feel like giving up, and that's exactly where perseverance is needed. Keep moving forward, knowing that every single time you repeat your affirmations, you are carving a new pathway in your mind, and that your persistence is ultimately what leads to transformation. Trust that you're on the right path and stay committed to the process. So let's get practical. Make this affirmation technique part of your nightly ritual. Every night, as part of your wind down routine, find a quiet space, relax your mind and body, and repeat your affirmations with feeling as you're drifting off to sleep, and know that this is the last thought that you're leaving with as you enter your rest. This consistency will make a world of difference. It's that final act of the day that seeps into your subconscious while you rest, which solidifies the new patterns of thought. Make it a ritual, a deliberate and intentional practice that you show up for every single night. This is your time to align with your new reality and create the life you desire. And I invite you to declare your commitment in the comments section below. Share that you are committed to doing this for 21 nights, and in doing so, you'll be further solidifying your intention and creating a sense of community and shared accountability. There's power in declaring your intention to the world, and seeing others committing to the same work is incredibly motivating. It's not just about sharing your commitment, it's about building a supportive community for growth and transformation. You are not alone on this journey, and by stating your intention publicly, you are creating the opportunity for support, connection, and a deeper sense of accountability. And finally, know that this isn't a short-term exercise. This is about creating a long-term commitment to your personal growth and evolution. And to continually evolve, you must continually maintain that growth. Make this a part of your daily life, and know that with consistent effort, with unwavering belief, and with your dedication to transformation, that you have the power to create your desired reality. Remember, you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a co-creator of your experiences, and by changing the programming within your subconscious, you hold the key to rewriting your story and creating a reality that aligns with your highest vision and with your truest self. This is your power, and this is the beginning of a journey to consciously create the life you've always desired. Let's now explore the specific mechanics of this affirmation technique a bit further. Remember, it's not just about saying words, it's about actively rewriting your subconscious narrative. Think of it like this: your mind is fertile ground, and your affirmations are the seeds you're planting. These seeds, powered by emotion and visualization, are the new program for your subconscious. Each word, each feeling, each sensory detail is like a line of code, rewriting the old patterns and creating new pathways to your desired reality. So, how do you formulate a truly powerful affirmation? First, make it an I am statement. This is a powerful declaration of your desired state, positioning it as already true. Second, use present tense, not future tense. This is not about what you hope to be, it's about who you already are in the depths of your subconscious. Finally, inject your affirmation with emotion. Use feeling-based words that resonate with your desired outcome. For example, instead of saying, "I will have financial freedom," say, "I am financially free." The first is a wish, the second is a statement of fact, a declaration. Feel the difference in your body as you say it. Use powerful words that activate emotion, not just intellect. Focus on your desired state, not your current problem, and you'll find that the planting process will be much more effective. Now, let's turn to the significance of that state akin to sleep. As you drift off, your conscious mind, the gatekeeper of your beliefs, starts to step aside, and that's where your subconscious becomes more open and receptive. It's like a computer in a vulnerable state, ready to install new software. In this phase, your inner critic is less active, the doubts are quieter, and that is where the affirmations can bypass those conscious barriers and sink directly into your deeper mind. It's this unique moment of receptivity that makes the state akin to sleep so essential for subconscious reprogramming. Think of it as having a direct line to your inner world, a back door, if you will, that allows you to communicate directly with the deeper parts of you. When you're relaxed, your brain waves are slower, and your mind is more suggestible, creating the perfect environment for transformation, and that is why the timing of your affirmations is so important. So, as you prepare for sleep, let go of the day's worries, allow your body to relax, and consciously create this sacred space for change. This deliberate action is what makes the whole process so impactful, and why 21 nights. This commitment isn't arbitrary. It's a time frame that holds unique importance in the process of altering established patterns of belief. You see, sustained repetition is essential to override the old beliefs and create new neural pathways. Each time you repeat your affirmation, you reinforce the new belief, creating a stronger impression in the subconscious. Think of it like carving a path through a forest. The first time you walk through, the path is barely there, but the more you walk on it, the more defined it becomes, and the 21-night period is the metaphorical period needed for the pathway to become truly visible. This is not about instant results. It's about consistent dedication, showing up for yourself each and every night, trusting that those small steps, taken daily, compound over time and create truly significant transformation. So, as you embark on this 21-night commitment, understand that this is a period of focused effort, a time to dedicate yourself to rewriting your story from the inside out and to creating a sustained change that you can rely on. And let's move into the power of visualization and sensory engagement. This process moves past simply saying words, and it brings the affirmations to life. When you incorporate your senses and your emotions, you are adding a layer of intensity to the experience, making your new reality more vivid and impactful. It's not enough to just say you are abundant. You must also feel and see that abundance. Picture it in your mind's eye. What does it look like? Is it a specific number in your bank account? Is it the feeling of not having to worry about money? How does it make you feel? What is the texture, the smell, the sound? Engage all your senses to make the visualization feel as real as possible, and the more real it feels, the more potent the affirmation becomes. When you create a detailed visualization, with all of your senses included, you are creating an experience that the subconscious interprets as real. This is why it's so important to move past just thinking about it, and to feel it truly, completely, and in every fiber of your being. This sensory-rich experience is what anchors the affirmation deep into your subconscious and becomes a powerful ally in manifestation. Now, let's explore the counterintuitive concept of letting go. After you've repeated your affirmations, you need to release the need for a specific outcome and allow the universe to do its work. Attachment to how and when the manifestation will appear creates resistance. It is like trying to force a plant to grow faster, which only blocks its natural growth. This doesn't mean you give up or that you stop caring about the results. It means releasing the need for control and surrendering to the process. When you try to control the how and the when, you are essentially saying that you don't trust that the universe will deliver it, which creates a self-fulfilling prophecy, keeping you stuck in that loop. So instead of focusing on the how or the when, focus on the what, and release all need for control and focus on the outcome, not the process. This is key, because when you let go, you open yourself to possibilities that you could not have possibly imagined, and you're able to receive with an open heart. So stop trying to control the results and start trusting in the process. And that takes us to trusting the process. This isn't passive, it's an active force, a conscious choice to surrender to the unknown, and it's an understanding that the universe is working in your favor, aligning with your new beliefs. It's about letting go of the reins and trusting that you are on the right path and that the universe is conspiring to bring your desires into reality. Think of it as planting seeds. You don't need to dig them up every day to see if they're growing. You prepare the soil, you plant the seeds, and then you trust the earth to do its part. Likewise, when you trust the process, you are not giving up control, you are surrendering to a higher power, to the inherent wisdom of the universe, allowing the manifestation to flow naturally. It's a faith that requires a shift in perspective, a knowing that you are being guided and supported, and that is when the true magic begins to happen. This trust is an active step you take, not a passive one. Now, let's dive into the difference between needing something and feeling that you already have it. When you are in a state of need, you are coming from a place of lack, which, as we've discussed, blocks manifestation. It's the energetic equivalent of saying, I don't have this, and I desperately want it, and that feeling is what's actually keeping it away from you. But when you feel that you already have it, that you are already experiencing the positive outcome, you are coming from a place of abundance, and that feeling is a powerful attractor for the manifestation of those desires. The subconscious responds to the feeling, not the words themselves, so it's essential to feel the reality as if it were already true. It's the energy that creates your experience, and that is why feeling it is so key. So, instead of wanting, embrace the feeling of already having and see how that changes everything. And finally, let's discuss gratitude as an alignment tool. Gratitude shifts your energetic state, which reinforces the new belief system that you are creating, and the more grateful you are for what's coming, the faster it will manifest, because gratitude is a powerful attractor. This isn't simply about being thankful for what you already have. It's about being grateful for the positive outcomes that are aligning for you, for the shifts in your life that are on their way, and for the abundance that is already your reality. And that subtle shift in perspective, from lack to abundance, is what draws in more positive experiences and more manifestations. So make gratitude a daily practice to shift your energy and reinforce your new reality. Feel it with every fiber of your being. Now, as your subconscious begins to shift, you will start to notice subtle internal changes. You'll experience a greater sense of peace, a feeling of clarity, a deeper inner knowing that you're moving in the right direction and that your transformation is well underway. These subtle shifts, these inner experiences, are actually your greatest sign of progress, as they show that the reprogramming is taking hold and is beginning to shift your inner world. You may find that anxiety begins to diminish, and you may feel a greater sense of confidence, and a sense of calm that you didn't have before. Pay close attention to how you feel, not just what you see, because those inner changes are the truest indicators that your reality is shifting. Trust in your intuition and trust the internal guidance that you're receiving. And that's when the synchronicities begin to show up. Those seemingly random events, those chance meetings, those new opportunities aren't actually coincidences. They are a direct reflection of your altered subconscious programming. When you shift your inner world, your outer world will respond in kind, and those external validations are a sign that you're on the right track, and the universe is responding to your new beliefs. It might be an unexpected financial opportunity, or a meeting with a person who can help you, or it might be a sudden burst of inspiration that guides you. All of these seemingly random occurrences are evidence that your new programming is taking hold, and that the universe is now aligning with your new reality. So, be open to these synchronicities. They are not coincidences, they are messages, and they are your guide on this journey. And as your transformation continues, you'll notice a greater sense of resilience and a growing sense of confidence in your ability to handle any challenges that come your way. This is not just about achieving your goals, it's about building a stronger, more empowered self. The old patterns of self-doubt and worry begin to fade, and a new sense of certainty begins to take root. This isn't about becoming invincible. It's about realizing your innate strength, your inner capability, and your ability to navigate the complexities of life with more grace and ease. You will find that you are more resilient than you previously thought, and that the challenges you face no longer trigger old patterns of fear or doubt. This is the true mark of your internal transformation. Now it's important to understand that growth isn't always linear. There will be moments where you may feel like you're taking a step back. It's important to understand that these setbacks do not mean the process is not working. It simply means that there may be another layer of limiting belief that needs to be addressed. Transformation is not a straight line. It has its ups and downs, and you must be kind to yourself during those moments. Think of it like pruning a plant. It may seem like you're cutting it back, but in reality you're making it stronger and allowing it to grow in new directions. So embrace all of the steps in this process, including the moments of challenge, and understand that they are all a part of your journey. Have faith in the process, and be patient and kind to yourself along the way. So let's make this affirmation technique a permanent part of your nightly ritual. It is not just a short-term experiment, it is a commitment to your continual evolution. You see, by making this a nightly practice, you're consistently programming the subconscious, reinforcing those new patterns of thought, and aligning with the desired reality over time. It's not just something you do once, it's a continuous practice. Make it an enjoyable and peaceful part of your day, a time that you look forward to, a time where you can connect with your inner self, and where you can plant the seeds of your desired reality. Make it a ritual, and make it an ongoing process. And it is absolutely essential to stay committed to this practice and to show up for it, not just for 21 nights, but continuously, knowing that your subconscious requires ongoing maintenance. This is not a one-time fix, but a continuous journey of self-discovery and growth, and it evolves with you over time. It is about making a conscious choice to invest in your personal growth and to continually fine-tune that growth and to maintain it. This commitment to continuous improvement is your greatest power, and remember that you are not alone on this journey. I invite you to share your experiences and your transformations in the comments below, and know that you are part of a supportive community who are all working towards similar goals. That collective energy amplifies your transformation and creates a deeper sense of accountability, which will further motivate and inspire you. Sharing your personal affirmations and the results you're experiencing is a powerful way to further solidify your intentions and to show others that this process truly works. This shared community is powerful and will help to hold you accountable as you continue on this path. And finally, remember that you are the co-creator of your reality, and you have all the power needed to shift your subconscious beliefs. to break free from any unwanted loops, and to actively create the life of your dreams, and to become the person you were born to be. You have the power within you to rewrite your story and to step into your truest self, so embrace it and know that it is here waiting for you. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a powerful creator of your reality, and this is the time to claim that power. This is your journey and your transformation, and it begins now. So let's get practical. How do you create affirmations that are not just positive statements, but truly powerful tools for rewiring your subconscious? It begins with personalization. You see, generic affirmations are like a one-size-fits-all suit. They might be okay, but they won't fit perfectly. Your affirmations need to be tailored to your specific time loop. Let's say, for example, that you're caught in a financial loop. Instead of a general statement like, "I am wealthy," which may feel distant and unbelievable, you might say, "I am now attracting and receiving unexpected financial opportunities that bring me ease and abundance." Or if you're in a relationship loop where you keep attracting similar types of partners who leave you heartbroken, don't say, "I am in a loving relationship." Instead, try, "I am now attracting healthy, loving relationships, and I am releasing all patterns of past heartbreaks." Notice how these are far more specific and much more targeted. The key here is to identify the core belief that is driving your loop, and then craft an affirmation that directly counters it. This is about precision, about using language as a laser, targeting the exact area of your subconscious that needs rewriting. Notice that each of these affirmations follows a specific pattern. I am, I release, and I embrace. We'll use this pattern in every affirmation as we keep expanding and refining your understanding of how to best craft them. This consistent pattern helps the subconscious quickly recognize the underlying structure and accept the new programming. And if you're struggling with health loops, instead of saying, "I am healthy," try, "I am now vibrant and healthy, and I am releasing the old beliefs about illness and disease," and see how this makes you feel. When your affirmations are crafted with intention and precision, they become far more effective. Now, let's amplify the power of your affirmations with visualization. You see, visualization is the language of the subconscious. When you merely repeat words, you are only engaging your conscious mind, which, as you know by now, has very little impact on the deep-seated beliefs of your subconscious. However, when you visualize, you're creating a multisensory experience that bypasses the conscious mind and goes directly to the subconscious. It's like creating a movie of your desired reality. So, as you repeat your affirmation, don't just say the words, see the reality that it is creating. If your affirmation is about financial freedom, for example, don't just think about money. Imagine yourself experiencing that financial freedom. How would it feel? What would it smell like? Who would you be with? How would your life be different? What sounds would you hear? Make it a vivid and detailed experience. Feel the relief of not having to worry about money. Feel the excitement of having all your needs met. Feel the freedom of being able to do what you truly love. This isn't about daydreaming. It's about creating a sensory-rich experience that the subconscious interprets as real. The more real it feels, the more powerfully it will embed into your subconscious, becoming a blueprint for your new reality. Now, if your affirmation is about attracting a loving relationship, don't just think about a partner. Imagine yourself already in that relationship and feel the love, the connection, the intimacy. Use all of your senses to make it as real as possible. The more you feel it, the more the subconscious accepts it. By engaging all of your senses, you create a truly immersive experience, which is essential for effectively reprogramming your subconscious. And now, let's turn to the environment, because your environment plays a key role in the effectiveness of your affirmations. Think of your affirmation space as sacred ground, a sanctuary where you connect with your inner self and plant the seeds of your desired reality. This is not a place of distraction or a space that is chaotic. It's a space that is calm and peaceful. Make sure the space is quiet and that you won't be interrupted. Dim the lights, play some soft music, and perhaps light a candle or some incense. These small actions help to create an atmosphere that is conducive to relaxation and receptivity. You might also want to use essential oils with calming scents, such as lavender or chamomile, to further create a calm and peaceful environment. This isn't about being fussy. It's about creating a deliberate setting that signals to your subconscious that this is a special time and a sacred ritual. And just as important as the physical space is the consistency of your nightly ritual. Make a commitment to yourself that you'll create a time each night where you won't be interrupted, and you can focus on connecting with your inner world, because the consistency reinforces the new programming, creating a habit that serves your transformation. The more consistent you are, the more the subconscious will respond and align with your new beliefs. The goal here is to create not just a practice, but a sacred ritual where you're intentionally preparing your body, mind, and space for transformation. And let's reinforce the 21-night commitment, because this time frame is not arbitrary, it is a catalyst for transformation. This consistent repetition is what rewires neural pathways and creates new habits. Each night, as you repeat your affirmations, you're building a stronger foundation for your new beliefs, and you're creating a momentum that builds over time. Think of it as gently bending a sapling. Each day, you bend it a little further until it begins to grow in the new direction. Likewise, the consistent practice creates a cumulative effect, allowing you to overcome any resistance and solidify your new subconscious programming. This isn't about instant gratification or about overnight change. It is about consistent dedication, about showing up for yourself, day after day, knowing that these small steps compound over time. It's like a ripple effect. Each action, though seemingly small, creates a series of larger effects, ultimately transforming your whole reality. So, understand that this 21-night commitment is not just a number. It's a dedication to your self-transformation, and it is the consistent actions that will create truly significant and lasting change. Now, let's delve deeper into the art of letting go, because it's a key element of the manifestation process that can often feel counterintuitive. You see, letting go isn't about being passive. It's an active form of trust, and it's an acknowledgement that you have done your part, and now the universe is going to do its. It's not about giving up or surrendering to a lack of control. It's about releasing the need to control how and when your desires will manifest. It's about trusting that your subconscious is working in the background, aligning your reality with your new beliefs, and it's about surrendering to the flow, knowing that the universe has your back. Think of it like planting a seed. Once you've placed it in the soil, you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing, because you trust that the seed will grow in its own time. You prepare the soil, you nurture it, but you don't control the timing. Likewise, letting go is about trusting the subconscious, the universe, your inner wisdom, to bring your desires into your reality without interference. This is a deliberate choice that paradoxically accelerates the manifestation, so release your need to control and surrender to the process. And let's explore that energy of need, because it can be a subtle but powerful blocker. You see, when you're in a state of need, you are operating from a place of lack, and that energy is what keeps your desires at arm's length. This need is often disguised as desperation, and the more you desperately chase a specific outcome, the more it eludes you. It's like trying to catch a shadow. The more you chase it, the further it runs. Let's say, for example, that you're in a relationship loop and you feel a desperate need to find love, and that desperate energy might be repelling the very thing you want, keeping you stuck in that cycle of loneliness. You might be feeling a constant worry and obsession with when it will happen, and that energy reinforces the feeling that it's not here, that it's missing. Or, if your need is around financial freedom, your worry and anxiety about money might be creating a constant state of tension that actually blocks the flow of abundance into your life. You see how this works. This isn't about not caring about your goals. It's about releasing the desperate energy that is counterproductive. It's like trying to push a door open when all you need to do is pull, and that need puts you in energetic disharmony with your desired outcome. So recognize the need. When it arises, release that energy and shift your focus to aligning with a state of already having, and trust that the manifestation will unfold naturally. And this is where the concept of cultivating a state of already having becomes so powerful. This isn't about pretending or about faking it. It's about embodying the feeling of already having your desires and experiencing them in your mind, in your body, in your heart, as if they're already yours. It's about living from the end result, not from the starting line. How would you walk, talk, behave, feel if you already had the perfect partner? How would you show up if you already had financial freedom? What would your day look like if you were already healthy and vibrant? Imagine that feeling fully, completely, and in all of its details. When you are in that state of already having, you're no longer chasing, you're magnetizing, and you're aligning yourself with the energy of the desired outcome. It is a powerful shift that moves you from a place of lack to one of abundance. By tapping into the feeling of already having, before the manifestation has taken place, you are aligning your energy with the universe, making your desired outcome a magnet for its physical manifestation. This mindset is what will accelerate your transformation. And finally, let's explore the power of faith, because faith is not passive. It is an active force, a conscious choice to trust in the unseen, and a deep knowing that your desires are on their way. It's about having an unwavering belief that the universe is conspiring in your favor, that you are divinely supported, and that you are already on the right path. It's not about blind faith or a hope against all odds. It's a knowing that resides deep within your soul. Think of faith as the wind that fills the sails of your ship. It's the invisible force that propels you forward, even when you cannot see the destination. You might not know how your desire will manifest, but your faith ensures that it will. This active choice, this inner knowing, is the key to unlocking your full potential. When you choose faith, you release the need for control, you surrender to the process, and you step into the flow of divine timing. It's this trust that allows your manifestation to unfold with ease, grace, and perfect alignment. So embrace that power of faith and know that all is well. Now, as you continue on this journey, you'll begin to notice subtle changes happening within, and they are key indicators that your subconscious programming is shifting. You'll begin to experience a sense of inner peace, a feeling of clarity, and a deeper connection with your inner guidance, and you might notice that anxiety and worry are beginning to fade, replaced by an underlying current of confidence and trust. These are not just fleeting moments. They are tangible signs that your inner world is shifting, and as you continue to reinforce these positive states, they will become your new baseline, and your outer world will reflect it. This inner shift is the foundation for the external transformation that you are creating, and they are more powerful indicators than external changes. It is important to pay attention to how you feel, as these internal shifts are your greatest form of feedback. This internal experience will be your guide as you continue on this journey. And as those internal shifts take root, you'll also start to notice synchronicities in your external world, and those chance encounters, those unexpected opportunities, are not actually random. They are a direct reflection of the new patterns you are embedding into your subconscious. The universe is responding, and the outer world is aligning with your new inner world. It might be an unexpected phone call or an email that changes everything, or it could be a sudden burst of inspiration that guides you, or a chance encounter with a person who has exactly the knowledge you need. These synchronicities are like a trail of breadcrumbs. They're guiding you on your journey, showing you that you are on the right path. It is important to pay attention to these seemingly random events, and to understand that they are not just coincidences, they are messages from the universe. They are external validations that your affirmations are working, and that you are on the right track. And as your transformation continues, you'll also find that you're developing a deeper sense of resilience and a growing confidence in your ability to handle whatever life throws your way. You see, the challenges you encounter are no longer seen as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. and you are much more equipped to deal with them from an empowered place, rather than feeling defeated or powerless. This newfound resilience is a direct result of your subconscious reprogramming and your newfound inner strength. You may still face challenges, but you'll approach them from a place of clarity, calm, and confidence, no longer thrown off course by external events. You'll begin to see that difficulties do not diminish you. They actually strengthen you, building your ability to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs. The challenges are the fuel that help you grow. And it's important to remember that growth is not always linear. There will be times when you may feel like you're taking a step back, but those moments are part of the process. This isn't a reason to give up. It's an opportunity to go back and address any underlying beliefs that might need more attention. Transformation is not a sprint. It's a marathon, and patience and persistence are key. So if you're feeling doubt or discouragement, remember that those feelings are simply part of the journey. This is like pruning a tree. It may appear like a setback, but actually you are making it stronger and making it grow in new and more exciting directions. This process of consistent effort and patience is exactly what makes the transformation so profound and lasting. This journey will have its ups and downs, so always be patient and kind to yourself. And let's make this nightly ritual a permanent part of your life. It's not just a temporary fix, it's a lifestyle. By consistently programming your subconscious, you are reinforcing new patterns of thought and aligning with your desired reality. And these small, consistent actions compound over time, creating truly significant change. This isn't something you do once or twice. It is a daily practice that will help you to continuously grow and evolve into the best version of yourself, and a tool to maintain that new version. This is a practice that you can adapt and use to navigate all different parts of your life, to continually create the reality that you desire. Make this a part of your life so that it becomes second nature. And remember, consistency is absolutely essential in maintaining that positive change. So show up for yourself every single night, knowing that your subconscious requires consistent reinforcement. This isn't about perfection, it's about dedication and about the commitment to a life of growth. Inconsistency might allow the old patterns to creep back in, and that's why ongoing maintenance is so important. It is about showing up for yourself each and every night, even when you feel like you don't want to. This dedication is the key to unlocking the full potential of your transformation. It's not about doing it perfectly every time. It's about showing up for yourself every single time, with kindness and self-compassion, and that is how you maintain positive change. And know that you are never alone on this journey, and that's why I invite you to share your personal experiences in the comments below, so we can create a powerful collective energy that amplifies your transformation. Sharing your insights and your personal affirmations with the community creates a support network that's truly invaluable. This community is here to help you stay motivated, to offer encouragement, to share their journeys, and to help you stay accountable to your goals. These comments also serve as a way to connect with like-minded individuals, so you never feel alone. This collective journey is far more powerful than any individual practice could ever be. So I highly encourage you to share your insights and your experience. This shared journey is what will make the entire process all the more impactful. And finally, I need you to know that you possess the power to transform your reality, to rewrite your subconscious beliefs, and to break free from the loops that have held you back. So embrace that power and know that you are the co-creator of your life. You are not a victim of your circumstances, and you have the innate ability to shape your reality to align with your desires. This is a gift, this is your birthright, and this is what you were born to do, so go out there and claim it. Your transformation is in your hands, and it is time to step into the fullness of your power and into the life of your dreams. This journey begins now. So let's talk about the nuances of creating affirmations, because it's not just about reciting positive words. It's about crafting precise statements that resonate deeply with your subconscious. Think of your affirmations as a sculptor's chisel, where each word is carefully chosen to shape your inner world. So instead of saying, I am successful, let's dig deeper and ask what kind of success resonates with you. Is it financial abundance, fulfilling relationships, vibrant health, or a combination of everything? The more specific you are, the more powerfully your affirmation will impact your subconscious and start to mold your reality. So, let's say your financial loop is characterized by constant debt. You might instead say, I am now a magnet for abundance, and I attract unexpected opportunities that generate an effortless flow of wealth into my life. I release the limiting belief in scarcity, and I embrace the feeling of financial freedom. Or let's take the relationship loop as another example. If your pattern is attracting unavailable partners, your affirmation could be, I am now attracting healthy, loving relationships with partners who are emotionally available and capable of deep connection. I release the belief that I am unlovable, and I embrace the love that is already present in my life. See how these are far more targeted, specific, and emotionally resonant. It's about moving past generic, surface-level statements to statements that are laser-focused on the specific patterns you want to transform. Remember that language is not just a tool for communication, it is the code that programs your subconscious, and with each carefully chosen word, you have the ability to rewrite your personal reality. This is about precision and conscious creation. Now, let's deepen the emotional connection with your affirmations, because it is not just enough to repeat words, they must be felt with genuine emotion. Think of your emotions as the fuel that powers your affirmations. When you simply say an affirmation without feeling it, you're just creating a thought, not an experience. And as we know, the subconscious is moved far more by feelings than by mere thoughts. So, before you state your affirmation, take a moment to really connect with the feeling of your desired outcome. Let's use the example of an affirmation around attracting your ideal partner. Don't just say, I am in a loving relationship. Instead, take a few moments to imagine that feeling. How would you feel? What would your day look like? How would they make you laugh? What does their touch feel like? What would it feel like to wake up next to them each morning? Now, embody that feeling as you repeat your affirmation. Notice how much more powerful this makes the affirmation process. Or, let's say you're working on your affirmation around health. Don't just repeat, I am healthy. Instead, imagine yourself feeling vibrant and full of energy, and feel the excitement in your cells, the lightness in your body, and the joy of being in perfect health. Now, embody that feeling as you repeat your affirmation. These emotions amplify the power of your affirmation, ensuring that your subconscious doesn't just hear your words, it feels them. It's the combination of focused intention and genuine feeling that truly transforms your affirmations into tools of profound change. This is where the magic happens. And now let's expand our visualization practice, because this is about much more than just seeing a mental picture. It's about creating a sensory-rich experience that is so real, it bypasses the conscious mind and goes straight to the subconscious. Think of your visualizations as creating a virtual reality for your subconscious, and the more detailed and immersive the experience, the more real it becomes for your inner world. So, let's say your affirmation is about financial abundance. Don't just imagine having a lot of money. Visualize the specific details of how that wealth would manifest in your life. What does your dream house look like? What kind of car do you drive? What are the sounds around you, the people you are with? What does it smell like? Imagine the texture of the luxurious clothes you're wearing and the taste of the gourmet meal you are enjoying. Make the entire experience real and vivid in every way. Or, if your affirmation is about attracting a loving relationship, don't just see a generic partner, visualize the specific details of the person you are with. Their face, their smile, the sound of their laughter, the way their hand feels in yours, the scent of their perfume, the warmth of their embrace. Engage all 5 senses to create an experience that feels so real, your subconscious will interpret it as your reality. When your visualizations are rich in sensory detail, they become incredibly powerful tools for reprogramming, and they are what help to create lasting change. Now, let's talk about your environment, because your physical space can either amplify or diminish the power of your affirmations. Think of your environment as an extension of your affirmation practice, an active participant in the transformation process. Creating a dedicated space for your affirmation practice is key. Find a space in your home where you can feel relaxed, safe, and undisturbed. This might be your bedroom, or perhaps a quiet corner, but wherever it is, make it sacred. Make sure you reduce all distractions. Turn off your phone, lower the lights, play some soft music, perhaps light a candle or some incense. These elements serve to create an atmosphere that promotes calm and receptivity. You could also use essential oils to enhance the feeling. If your affirmation is about attracting love, you may use rose or ylang ylang. For abundance, you might use cinnamon or bergamot. Connect this specific feeling to your affirmation and allow the space to enhance that emotion. Make it beautiful, make it inviting, make it a space that you look forward to being in every single night, where the energy is elevated and conducive to transformation. When your environment is in alignment with your affirmations, the transformation process becomes much more powerful, creating a sense of continuity and supporting your subconscious rewiring. Make this place your sanctuary for change. And now, let's dig deeper into the art of letting go, because it's one of the most misunderstood aspects of manifestation, but perhaps the most essential. It is often mistaken for passivity, but it is actually an active choice to release your need to control the how and the when of your manifestation. Think of it as a deliberate act of energetic alignment, where you step out of the way to allow the universe to work unimpeded. It's not about giving up on your dreams, it's about releasing your grip on the how and trusting that the universe will orchestrate your manifestation in the most perfect way possible. You see, when you are constantly trying to control the details, you create resistance and you block the natural flow of manifestation. It's like trying to micromanage a plant's growth. You might try to control how fast it grows, what shape it takes, and what direction it will grow in. But the plant will grow in the most natural and optimal way when you release that control and allow the natural process to unfold. The same is true for manifestation. Your efforts are best focused on intention, emotion, and visualization, not on micromanaging every single detail. When you embrace letting go, you allow the universe to orchestrate your desires with more grace and ease. True surrender is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful act of faith. Let's explore the energy of already having, because it's a powerful attractor that accelerates the manifestation process. This isn't just a mental trick. It's about embodying the feeling of already having your desire and resonating with the energetic frequency of your desired reality. Think of it as an internal magnet that draws your manifestation to you with ease. So, if you're working on an affirmation around financial freedom, don't just imagine having money in the future. Visualize yourself already enjoying the lifestyle that the wealth provides. Feel the sense of abundance, the freedom, and the joy of being financially secure. Or, if you are working on your affirmation around relationships, don't just visualize a partner. Feel the love, the connection, the joy of being in a loving and fulfilling relationship. You are not just hopping for it, you're experiencing it right now, in this moment. This feeling of already having shifts your energy from a state of need to a state of abundance. And when you operate from a place of abundance, you become a magnet for your desired outcome. It's about being the energetic match for your desires. Your internal experience dictates your external reality, and this feeling of already having is what will accelerate the entire process. It is an incredibly powerful way to manifest your dreams. And now let's explore the powerful concept of non-attachment, because it's the key to entering a flow state where manifestation occurs effortlessly, without force or resistance. Non-attachment doesn't mean you don't care about your goals. It means that you are not emotionally dependent on the outcome. Think of it as releasing your grip on the manifestation itself and allowing the universe to unfold things in the most perfect timing and in the most perfect way. When you're attached to a specific outcome, you create an energetic barrier and you block the natural flow of manifestation. It's like trying to control the wind. The more you try to control it, the more resistance you create. But when you surrender to its flow, you move with the wind, with ease and grace. When you let go of expectations and simply trust the process, you enter a state of flow where you're fully aligned with the universe, and your manifestations are free to unfold without your conscious interference. This doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It means trusting the process and allowing the universe to orchestrate the details. It's about aligning with the effortless unfolding of your desires. Non-attachment is not about apathy, it's about freedom. And let's reinforce the idea of trusting the process, because it's an acknowledgement that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. And even if you can't see it, your subconscious is constantly working behind the scenes to align your reality with your new beliefs. Think of your subconscious as the master gardener, nurturing the seeds you've planted, even when you can't see the growth taking place. You've planted your seeds with intention, you've nourished them with emotion, and now it's time to allow them to grow in their own time, and in their own way, without interference. This trust allows you to release the need to constantly monitor or control the manifestation process. Instead, it shifts your focus to feeling gratitude for what's already on its way. This unwavering belief creates a powerful energetic environment that accelerates the manifestation process. Trust is the foundation for manifestation. Trust is the acknowledgement that you are not alone and that the universe always supports your highest good. And as you keep trusting this process, you will move into the next phase of your transformation. And now let's explore the first tangible results of your subconscious shifts, because it begins with an undeniable sense of inner peace. You'll begin to feel more calm, centered, and grounded, regardless of what is happening in your external world. And this peace becomes a constant current in your life that transcends your circumstances. This newfound inner peace is a sign that your affirmation practice is working. Your new program is taking root, and you're moving out of the old patterns and into a new way of being. You might notice you're reacting less to triggers, and that you are moving through life with more clarity and calm, that you're not so easily thrown off center by challenges, and that you are able to navigate the ups and downs of life with a deeper sense of inner stability. It is a very powerful and transformative feeling, because this peace is the foundation for your outward transformation. When your inner world is at peace, your outer world will align with that peace. This is your indicator that the process is working. This is the first sign of your new transformation. And as your inner peace expands, you'll start to notice synchronicities, which are not random coincidences. They are the universe's way of showing you that you are moving along your desired path. Think of them as gentle nudges from the universe that confirm you're aligning with your new subconscious patterns. You might suddenly have an unexpected opportunity that leads you closer to your goals, or you might bump into someone who gives you exactly the advice or connection you need at the perfect time. These synchronicities may appear in the form of a book that catches your eye, a song that speaks directly to your situation, or a conversation that sparks an idea. These are purposeful events that are guiding you forward, and they are proof that your subconscious is actively working to align your external reality with your internal changes. The more you notice these signs, the more your faith in the process grows, and this creates an upward spiral of positive transformation. And as you move through life with these new perspectives, you'll start to see your world in a whole new way. And as you align with your new subconscious patterns, you'll notice that doors begin to open and opportunities start to appear in ways you never imagined. This is not luck or chance. It's a direct result of the shifts in your energetic vibration, and these doors start to open as your inner world aligns with the desired outcome. You might suddenly discover new pathways that bring you closer to your financial goals, or you may find that your ideal relationship starts to manifest with more ease and grace. These aren't random occurrences. They're the result of your new alignment, so you must recognize these openings and respond with inspired action. These opportunities can come in unexpected ways, but the more you open up to them, the more you receive. The universe is showing you, through these new pathways, that you are on the right track, and that you are co-creating with a universal power that is always conspiring in your favor. So stay open to the possibilities that are constantly presenting themselves. This is how your manifestations begin to take root. And as your transformation deepens, you'll develop a new level of resilience and a new sense of confidence that empowers you to approach challenges with more clarity, more calm, and more self-assurance. Think of your new challenges as opportunities to practice your new beliefs and to demonstrate the power of your transformed subconscious. You see, the old version of you may have seen challenges as a roadblock, an insurmountable obstacle, but the new version of you sees them as an opportunity for growth. The old version of you might have felt defeated, but the new version sees opportunity in every situation. This isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about facing them with a renewed sense of strength and a deep understanding of your own ability to navigate them. You are no longer the victim of circumstances. You are the empowered co-creator of your life. You are not just surviving. You are thriving, and each challenge will serve to reinforce the new programs you have been embedding in your subconscious. These challenges are what will allow you to practice the new version of yourself. And let's talk about this affirmation practice as a foundation for long-term growth, because it's not a quick fix, it's a powerful tool for continuous evolution and self-improvement. Think of it as a daily ritual that keeps your mind aligned with your highest potential and a way to maintain all the positive changes you have created. This consistent practice creates a ripple effect, touching every aspect of your life, so that you're not just shifting your subconscious, you're building a new way of being. This consistent practice serves to reinforce those new patterns, to continually release old limitations, and to consistently align with your evolving desires. As you grow, your affirmations can grow with you, so refine them, update them, and allow your practice to evolve along with you. Make this practice a continuous part of your life, so that you are able to use it to navigate every single aspect of your future. And let's reinforce the idea that consistency is absolutely key when it comes to long-term transformation. So show up for yourself every single night, knowing that your subconscious requires constant reinforcement and consistent effort. Think of it as a gardener who must tend their garden every single day to maintain its health and beauty. Without constant care, the garden would fall into disarray. Likewise, without consistent effort, your old subconscious programming might start to creep back in, so it is important to consistently nurture the seeds of your new beliefs. It's about making small, consistent efforts every single day, knowing that these small actions compound over time and are what create significant lasting change. It is important to stay committed to this process, even when you don't feel like it. The consistency is where the true magic happens. That consistency is what brings long-lasting transformation. This ongoing effort is what helps you maintain the new and improved version of you. And let's remember that community is a powerful tool on your journey, so I encourage you to share your personal experiences, your insights, and your affirmations in the comments section below to create a network of like-minded individuals all on a path of self-transformation. Think of this comments section as a source of encouragement, inspiration, and accountability. When you share your experiences, you inspire others to continue on their journeys, and when others share their stories with you, you feel encouraged and supported, and this collective effort multiplies your transformation. This community allows you to feel less alone, more understood, and far more motivated to move toward your goals. So, share what you are experiencing and make sure to celebrate each other, because we are all in this together. Remember, there is strength in numbers, and together we can create something truly magnificent. And finally, you need to fully understand that you possess the power to transform your reality, to break free from the time loops that hold you back, and to step into the fullness of your potential. You are not a victim of circumstance, and you are the conscious co-creator of your life. You are not defined by your past, and you are not limited by your old beliefs, so embrace your power, claim your birthright, and become the master of your own destiny. You have the power to rewrite your subconscious, reshape your world, and create a life that is filled with joy, abundance, love, and purpose. The power lies within you, and it has always been there, so step into your greatness and begin now. This is your invitation to create the life of your dreams, and the power to do so is in your hands. And in the next section, I will show you how to recognize when you've successfully exited the time loop and how to maintain your new reality, so stay tuned. So now, let's explore how to seamlessly integrate the affirmation technique into your daily life, because this is not just about a technique, it is about creating a new daily practice that supports your transformation. Think of these affirmations not as an isolated activity, but as an integral part of your daily rhythm. Much like your morning coffee or your evening walk, your affirmations are now a non-negotiable part of your day, supporting you, empowering you, and aligning you with your desired reality. The key here is consistency, and understanding that the cumulative effect of repeated affirmations over time is what truly rewires your subconscious. So how do we do this? Let's say that you are working on an affirmation around attracting more abundance into your life. Try incorporating it into your morning routine as you are getting ready, or perhaps during your lunch break as you are having your meal, or maybe while you're walking to work. The practice doesn't have to be rigid or formal. You can be flexible and allow it to fit into your existing lifestyle, whatever that looks like. The point is to integrate it into your day in a way that feels natural and positive, so that it supports your overall well-being and brings you into alignment with your goals. Remember, it's the small, consistent steps that create the biggest transformations. Make this a joyful and easy practice that becomes a source of positive reinforcement. Now let's explore the power of pre-sleep repetition, because this is when your subconscious mind is most receptive to new suggestions. Think of this time before falling asleep as a window of opportunity, where your subconscious is open and ready to absorb the new programs that you are now installing. Your last thoughts before falling asleep are extremely impactful, as they tend to shape the subconscious activity during the entire sleep cycle. This means that by repeating your affirmations right before you drift off, you're directly influencing your subconscious during its most receptive phase. So, make your affirmation practice the final activity you do before sleeping. As you're lying down in bed, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and repeat your affirmation with intention and with feeling. This helps to solidify the new beliefs on a deeper level, ensuring they permeate your subconscious without interference from the critical mind. This is why the state akin to sleep is so important, because it allows your affirmation to go directly into your subconscious, bypassing the critical and analyzing conscious mind. This simple practice is incredibly powerful. Make this your nightly ritual, your bridge to your new reality, as you drift off to sleep. And now let's dive deeper into maintaining emotional alignment with your affirmations, because merely repeating words without feeling the corresponding emotion is like trying to drive a car without any fuel. Think of your emotions as the engine that powers your manifestations, so if the engine isn't running, the car can't go anywhere. Therefore, it is not enough to simply repeat words, you must truly feel them with complete conviction. This is about aligning your inner state with your desired outcome, and this requires you to stay connected to the positive emotions throughout the day, not just during your dedicated practice. So, when you find yourself slipping into a state of doubt or fear, take a few moments to reconnect with your visualization, remember the emotions that you want to embody, recall your affirmations, and bring yourself back into alignment. Use gratitude to feel thankful for what is coming, and use mindfulness to stay present and grounded in the feeling of your new reality. And remember, your daily actions and interactions should also align with these positive emotions. If you're affirming abundance, act from a place of abundance. If you're affirming love, act from a place of love. This consistency reinforces the belief and speeds up your results. Make your emotions your greatest allies and allow them to empower your transformation. Now let's explore the idea of adjusting your affirmations over time, because your growth is not static, it is dynamic, and your affirmations must evolve with you. Think of your affirmations as a garden that requires continuous tending and care. As your garden grows, you need to prune it, you need to plant new seeds, you must adapt to the season. Likewise, your affirmations should evolve with your growing awareness so that they always stay aligned with your ever-changing desires. As you evolve on this journey, you might find that your goals and desires also change, and it's important to make sure that your affirmations also reflect your new aspirations. So, how do you know when it's time to make these adjustments? Well, it's about listening to your inner guidance. If an affirmation starts to feel less impactful, less relevant, or if your desires shift, it is a sign that it is time to make changes. Perhaps you've attracted the abundance you were hoping for, and now you're ready to move toward deeper connections. So, now you must shift your affirmations accordingly. So review your affirmations often, make sure they still resonate, and be open to make adjustments as you grow. And most importantly, remember that transformation is a continuous process. So allow your affirmations to be a reflection of this incredible journey. Now, let's talk about what it means to move beyond the time loop. Because it's not a life sentence, it is a pattern that you have the power to rewrite. Think of the time loop, not as your permanent reality, but as a call to action, an invitation to step into the power of your subconscious and change the patterns that no longer serve you. You are not a victim of these cycles, and you are not destined to be stuck in the same patterns forever. The truth is, these time loops are merely a reflection of your old programming, and when you recognize them for what they are, you can actively reprogram your subconscious and break these cycles, creating a new path for your life to follow. It's not about being trapped in the past. It's about recognizing that you have the power to take control of your inner world and shape your external reality accordingly. You are the author of your own story. You are the driver of your own life. You have the power and the ability to write a new chapter and rewrite your destiny. This understanding is incredibly empowering. Claim this understanding and move past your old patterns. Now let's explore how your new beliefs begin to manifest in your behaviors and reactions, because this is where the rubber meets the road. Think of this chain as a ripple effect that begins in your subconscious and then flows into every aspect of your daily life, shaping how you respond to challenges, to relationships and opportunities. The old patterns of fear, doubt, and avoidance now begin to get replaced by confidence, clarity, and resilience, which is an undeniable sign that your new programming is now taking hold. So, for example, instead of reacting with anxiety to a challenge, you now respond with calm confidence. Instead of retreating in relationships, you're now communicating with more clarity and kindness. And instead of hesitating to pursue opportunities, you now leap toward them with inspired action. These are not superficial changes. These shifts are tangible manifestations of the deep subconscious rewiring you have been working on. You're no longer acting from old limiting beliefs. Your actions are now reflections of the empowered state you have now embraced. This is the proof you are looking for, the evidence that you have successfully shifted your internal program and stepped into a new reality. And now let's dive deeper into the significance of synchronicities, because they are much more than random coincidences. They are the universe's way of gently guiding you along your chosen path. Think of them as signs on your journey, illuminating the way and showing that you are in alignment with your new reality. Each meaningful encounter, every unexpected opportunity, and every seemingly random coincidence all carry a purpose, and they all deserve to be acknowledged and embraced. So, you might be thinking of a solution when you suddenly stumble across a book that gives you the answer, or you might be wondering if you should take a risk, and then overhear a conversation that confirms your intuition. This is the universe communicating with you directly, and it's inviting you to notice these patterns and trust these signs. Start journaling your synchronicities and then connect them to your affirmations. Notice the patterns and allow them to serve as validation that your transformation is well underway. By interpreting these messages, you're building your faith and your own ability to manifest. These are the markers on your path showing you that you are, indeed, on the right track. Now let's explore the idea that your external reality is a direct reflection of your internal shifts. Because when your inner world aligns with your affirmations, the outer world begins to rearrange itself accordingly. Think of this shift as a mirror, reflecting back the transformation that you've made within. So, as you work on reprogramming your subconscious, the world around you begins to reflect those changes back to you. If you are affirming financial abundance, you'll start to see new opportunities for wealth creation. If you're affirming loving relationships, you'll start to attract partners that align with your desired experience. And if you're affirming vibrant health, you'll notice that your physical body starts to reflect this change too. These are not isolated events. They are part of a larger pattern, and this is tangible evidence that all of your internal work is now creating a very real and measurable impact on your external life. This feedback loop serves as powerful encouragement, and it inspires even more faith in your abilities. Your internal world shapes your external experience, and your outer experience validates your inner work. This is the dance between your inner and outer worlds. Now, let's talk about how to keep this transformation going long-term, because the affirmation technique is not a quick fix. It is a lifelong tool for self-improvement. Think of it as a personal growth practice that provides a continuous pathway to your full potential. This should not be a temporary measure, but rather an ongoing process that allows you to constantly evolve and to expand into the highest version of yourself. This means your transformation doesn't end after 21 nights. It's a daily practice, a constant companion in your journey that empowers you to keep aligning your subconscious with your most desired outcomes. It's a process of constantly nurturing and cultivating your inner world to ensure you are consistently creating a life that is aligned with your truest desires. Make it your tool for long-term growth, your personal compass that always points you to your best self. This long-term perspective is how you stay consistently growing and evolving. And now let's discuss the importance of continuous subconscious programming, because it needs constant maintenance to prevent a reversion back to your old patterns. Think of your subconscious as a garden that requires consistent tending and care. Without consistent effort and maintenance, old weeds can begin to sprout. Therefore, your new beliefs must be reinforced through ongoing practice to ensure your new programs are taking root and that they become permanent. This ongoing practice isn't about fighting against old patterns. It's about proactively nurturing the new ones and creating a positive feedback loop of constant growth. So keep practicing your affirmations, keep visualizing your desired reality, and keep connecting with the positive feelings that you want to embody. The consistency is what solidifies your new beliefs, what creates momentum, and what allows you to continuously create the reality you desire. Make this consistent programming a non-negotiable part of your daily life. This consistency is your greatest tool for continuous growth. Let's also talk about the importance of community support and accountability, because this is a journey best shared with like-minded individuals. Think of this community as a network of encouragement, motivation, and shared learning. I encourage you to share your experiences, your insights, and your questions in the comments below. And through this, you will also inspire others, while also creating a positive environment that will serve to support your transformation. When you have others to share this journey with, you are less alone, you're more accountable, and you are far more inspired to maintain your positive momentum. This allows you to create a safe space for exploration, while also showing others that they are not alone in this journey of transformation. This sense of community can dramatically amplify everyone's positive outcomes. This community serves as a powerful tool for growth and transformation. And now, let's conclude with an empowering message that reminds you of your inherent ability to shape your reality through the power of conscious self-creation, and that you are the architect of your life, the author of your own story, and the master of your own destiny. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are a co-creator with unlimited potential, and the affirmation technique is a powerful tool that allows you to intentionally create your reality. So, embrace your power, claim your birthright, and create a life that is filled with joy, purpose, love, and abundance. You are fully equipped, you are completely capable, and you are ready to take control and to live the life that you truly desire. The power is within you, and you have always had it. Step into your greatness and take the first step toward your new empowered self. You have the ability to create your dream life. Now, for the final step, let's revisit the 21-night challenge, because this is not an experiment. It's an invitation to embark on a transformative journey toward an empowered and fulfilling life. So, commit to the next 21 nights and allow this practice to take root in your subconscious and fully integrate into your life. When you commit to this challenge, you are essentially saying yes to yourself, to your potential, and to the life that you have always wanted. This is the time to claim your power and step into your destiny. This is the time to see your dreams manifest into reality. You have come so far, and this challenge is the key to your next level of transformation. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about taking action, committing to yourself, and rewriting your story, starting now. And before we move into the final segment, I want to remind you to engage with our community in the comments below. Share your experiences, ask your questions, and offer support, because this collective effort is what will accelerate everyone's journey. Remember, you're not alone on this path, and together we can create something truly magnificent. When you share your story, you create a wave of positive energy that ripples out to everyone. And when you receive support from others, you are able to deepen your commitment to your own growth. Let's use the comment section as a source of inspiration and encouragement for all of us. And let's remember the significance of consistent action, not just during the next 21 nights, but as a lifelong practice that allows for continuous growth and self-improvement. Think of the affirmation technique as a tool that you will use every day to stay aligned with your highest potential and maintain all the positive changes you've already created. This is about making small, consistent efforts, which will compound over time, creating lasting transformation. This isn't about quick fixes. It's about building a new way of being that consistently supports your growth and your vision of the future. Make this consistent action a non-negotiable part of your life, and watch the transformation unfold day by day. This is the pathway to consistently amazing life. And now, as we conclude this section, I want to invite you to step into your new reality and to fully embody the changes you've worked so hard to create. You are now ready to live the life of your dreams, to see your old patterns fall away, and to fully embrace your empowered self. You are no longer a victim of your past. You are the author of your future, and you are now ready to claim the life you were destined to live. This is your moment to shine, and your moment to step into the greatness you always were. Go forth with faith and with confidence, and embrace the beautiful journey that awaits you. In our next section, we will explore the specific signs that show you've successfully exited the time loop, and how to fully embrace your new reality. So stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. So now, let's pull back the curtain and reveal the truth. These time loops you've experienced are not random occurrences or external forces acting upon you. They are, in fact, the tangible manifestations of your own subconscious programming, the very beliefs and patterns you've been holding within. These loops are not a curse. They are the mirror reflecting back to you your inner world. Remember the financial struggles, the relationship heartbreaks, the recurring health issues. They all stem from the same place, from the subconscious beliefs that you have accepted as your truth. But here's the empowering part. If you are the one creating the loop, you are also the one who holds the power to exit it. This understanding is not just an intellectual concept, it's a fundamental shift in your perception of reality and your personal power. You're not a victim of these cycles. You are their creator, and therefore you are now their master. And now, let's solidify your understanding of the subconscious mind, this incredible force that acts as the very engine of your reality. It operates as a kind of program, continuously running in the background, creating your repetitive experiences. Your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, especially those repeated and emotionally charged, solidify into a specific program that then manifests as your external world. This is how the financial loop, the relationship loop, and the health loop are all sustained, not by chance or luck, but by the very programming you carry within. This isn't some far-off mystical idea. It is a practical mechanism that shapes your daily experience. The subconscious is the key to creating or breaking these loops, and it is within your reach to change it, to modify it, and to rewrite it according to your desires. Now, it's time to put this knowledge into action. And this is where the affirmation technique enters the picture. This is not just a method of repeating words. It's a powerful tool for actively reprogramming the subconscious. It's about embedding new beliefs through the consistent infusion of emotion and visualization. Remember all the pieces. The specific language, the heartfelt emotions, the clear visualizations, the state akin to sleep, and the 21-night commitment. They are all crucial elements that create a powerful formula. This is how you deliberately overwrite the old patterns that have held you captive and install new programs that are aligned with your desired reality. The power lies in the intention, the feeling, and the consistent action that you will be taking over the next 21 nights. This is not passive wishful thinking, it's active, intentional creation. And now you must remember this. You are not a victim of your circumstances, you are the powerful co-creator of your experience. You have been given the understanding, and you have been given the tools, so now is the time to take control of your life, to break free from the cycles that no longer serve you, and to create the life you truly desire. This isn't just a possibility, it's your inherent right, your birthright. You are no longer at the mercy of external forces. You are the architect of your own reality. You are the author of your own life story. You have the ability to create, to shape, and to manifest, and this understanding is what empowers you to take the reins and to guide your life where you want it to go. Claim your power and step into your true potential. And let's zoom out a bit and explore the significance of your transformation, because the ripples of your positive change extend far beyond just your personal life. As you break free from your negative patterns, you're not only changing your own life, but you're also creating a positive impact on the world around you. Your transformed interactions, your renewed relationships, your ability to create positive change in your community, these are all reflections of your inner transformation. This is not a solitary pursuit, it's a collective endeavor. The positive change you create is not just an individual act, it's a powerful force that radiates outward. The world shifts when you do. By choosing to change your own reality, you are making the world a more positive, empowered, and beautiful place for everyone. And now, let's look at this powerful concept of stepping into your authentic potential and see that breaking free from these time loops is a pivotal step in this journey. By actively reprogramming your subconscious, you're unlocking the incredible gifts, the talents, and the abilities that have always been within you. This is not just about escaping negative patterns, it's about becoming the highest version of yourself, the truest expression of who you were meant to be. The old patterns were blocking the expression of your authentic self. Now you are making the space for your true nature to emerge and to fully express itself in the world. This isn't about fixing yourself, it's about allowing your inherent greatness to shine. When you do the inner work, you are not only freeing yourself, you are freeing the incredible potential within you. And please remember that this is just one part of a deeper journey of self-discovery, which has no end, and that transformation isn't a destination. It is an ongoing process of growth, evolution, and continuous alignment. Embrace this entire journey with all its challenges and its opportunities, knowing that your understanding of yourself will continue to expand, and that each step is as important as the next. The 21-night technique is a powerful tool for self-awareness, but it's only a single step on your path. Your growth will never stop, and your curiosity to explore your inner world will always lead to incredible discoveries. This is not an end point, it's the beginning of a new chapter. It's a new level of understanding and a pathway to more growth. And now remember that your personal empowerment is also a crucial contribution to collective change, and that your individual growth is an essential part of creating a more conscious and empowered world. You are not alone on this journey. You are part of a movement of positive change that is expanding throughout the world. The choices you make each day to consciously grow and transform also inspire others to do the same. So always keep in mind that when you transform yourself, you are also helping to transform the world. You are a vital component of this positive collective, a catalyst for change that inspires everyone around you. And now let's revisit the time loop concept, because it's time to reframe it as a spiral of growth and evolution. It's no longer a static cycle, it is now a dynamic upward spiral. You've gained the conscious awareness, you've taken consistent action, and you are now transforming the negative cycle into a positive upward journey. You are no longer trapped. You are on an upward path of continuous expansion, moving away from stagnation and toward growth. The loop has now transformed into a spiral, rising upwards with intention, purpose, and momentum. Your journey is now about growth, expansion, and the ongoing creation of the reality that you desire. And now, I want you to clearly see that we have come full circle, and that you now have the understanding and the tools to answer the core question that brought you to this video. You now know that the loops were not random, that they are a reflection of your own subconscious programs, and that you now have the power to rewrite them. Every piece of information we've shared has led you to this moment. You are equipped with a solid understanding of why the loops happen, how to break free from them, and how to create a new, more aligned reality. Everything has come together in this very moment. You've gained the knowledge you need. And now it's time to release the tension and step into the power that is inherently yours. Because you are no longer trapped by your circumstances, you are empowered to shape your own reality. The old programs are now being replaced by new ones, those aligned with your deepest desires. You are shifting from feeling like a victim to being an empowered creator, and this transition creates a profound sense of hope and self-determination. You're now the driver of your own life, and no longer at the mercy of external forces. Your new subconscious programming will now support your growth and the expansion of your desired reality. This is your freedom. And let's not forget, by using the specific tools and techniques we've discussed, you now have the ability to actively rewrite your subconscious programming, and that this process is no longer a hidden mystery, but a conscious act that is completely under your control. You now possess a deep understanding of how it all works. You have the tools to rewrite your story, and you are fully equipped to navigate your life journey with clarity and intention. You are now the master of your subconscious and the creator of your destiny. This is the power you now wield. This understanding is your greatest asset. And now, as we look toward the future, let's open the door for further exploration by inviting you to continue asking new questions, to continue delving deeper into your personal transformation, to recognize that this is not the end, but the beginning of a brand new chapter. Allow your curiosity to be your guide. Explore new practices, engage with different resources, and continue to nurture your inner world. This is a path of constant learning and growth, and your discoveries are limitless. This is not an endpoint, it's a starting point. And I encourage you to consider the implications of this knowledge on every aspect of your life, to see how you can apply this to your relationships, your career, your health, and your overall happiness. Your affirmation practice is not limited to just one area of life. It can be used to create positive change in every experience you have. So, start looking at every area of your life with new awareness, new intention, and a new sense of possibility. This understanding will empower you to take conscious control of the different dimensions of your life. This tool is applicable to everything you do. And now, let's remember the importance of community, because this journey is best shared with others. So share your experiences, insights, and questions in the comments below. Let's engage with each other, learn from each other, and support each other while also creating a powerful collective energy. Through your connections, you'll deepen your understanding, you'll accelerate your growth, and you'll also inspire others. This is a community of transformation, and we are all in this together. The power of this collective effort will benefit everyone. And finally, let's conclude with this empowering message, that you are a conscious creator of your reality, and that you now have the knowledge, the tools, and the inner resources to continue on this journey of self-transformation, and to live a life that is aligned with your deepest desires and your greatest potential. You are ready to embrace your journey with confidence, purpose, and joy. You are ready to live the life you have always dreamed of. This is the start of an epic adventure, and you are fully prepared to embrace it. Now, go forth and create.